if we look karmically, right, when we have a shortened lifespan or something, or a lot of sickness, it comes from killing or harming other living beings physically in the past. At least that's what we believe if you believe in the law of karma. Or stealing, if we are stolen from, it comes from having been someone who stole something in the past, right? You've stolen. And lacking resources is that as well. If you lack resources, it can be from the karma of stealing in the past, for example. So why do people kill? Let's just say we kill the little, um, we say we kill the roach in the house. Or maybe that's a bad one. It's very controversial, the roach one. We kill, we kill a little, mm, flies are controversial too. I see this is very controversial. We kill a spider in the house. We don't want our house to have cobwebs and whatever it might be. We're scared, we're too scared to try to put a cup over it. And, you know, it comes from this mind, doesn't it? That thinks, I am the most important. I own this house. I own this land. Humans, we own everything. Don't get in my garbage, raccoons. I'm gonna shoot you because I don't want to pick up the garbage after you. Oh. Well, the raccoon says, well, I don't want to have to live with all your cement. Or it takes away all my food sources. So then I have to rummage around for garbage instead of eating the little creatures I could be eating. If there were more little creatures, for example. Hmm. So if we experience a lack of resources, right, or someone steals from us, why does anyone steal? It's because they think it's more important that I have it than this person that actually owns it. That's where it comes from. So when there's theft in the world, theft comes from the mind of self-cherishing. Do you guys agree with that for the most part? So anything that we see in the world, like um, global warming, where does global warming come from? Well, to a great extent, it just comes from, well, that's controversial too. You make up your own mind. But I can tell you on some level, it comes from self-cherishing of some people involved, for sure, some more than others, right? And everything that we see in the world, if you really look at it, you can see the rivers and the streams that go back to this vast ocean of self-cherishing that we're all of us drowning in, actually. All of us have this. Until we're a Buddha or at least a Bodhisattva, we have this self-cherishing mind functioning. But you don't have to worry because the natural state of humans, I think, is to cherish others. I feel like the killing and theft are rooted in fear. Yes. Yes, this thought of having to protect oneself. But you know what it is? It's the backwards way of going about being free of fear, right? It's creating the causes of suffering to try to alleviate our suffering. Right? So say if someone were to steal, if they were starving, I mean, that is one way of that happening. And I feel like the intention, whatever the intention is, makes a big difference, right? So if you're starving or you're having to provide for your children, I think that's really different than someone just, you know, going into someone's house and stealing, right? Like, those people that got caught going into all those famous people's houses? That was my rat's picture. Oh, yes, they were in like, oh, I forget who all they were. Paris Hilton was one of them, was, like they would go to parties and then they'd scope out how they could get back in and leave the door unlocked and then go and steal from them, right? Yeah, it didn't turn out that great for that gang, that fancy gang. Um, and in reality, everything that living beings do is to try to be happy and to be free of suffering. But you can't blame them. In fact, we want that for every living being, to be free from suffering and to be happy. But we go about it in the wrong way. So, for example, everything we ever do is in a wish to be happy or to avoid some kind of pain or avoid something we find unpleasant. That's what we're doing all the time, right? Would you say that's true? We're always trying to be happy. Everyone is exactly the same in that. They're just trying to be happy. But nobody really gets there. Don't you think that if you started playing guitar today, even if you're not musically inclined, if you did it every single day for all of your waking hours, you would be amazing at some point, wouldn't you? The thing you do over and over, but all the time we're trying to be happy. We're trying to avoid things that cause us suffering. We never get there in a lasting way. We only get little temporary little blips, like the blippiest blip, little tiny blips, because we're going about it in the wrong way. Clearly, right? If you were doing it in the right way, you'd have got there by now. You'd be blissfully happy, wouldn't you? If you had been doing it the right way this whole time. I know. But isn't it just wild that we do it the wrong way always? Yeah. I mean, it's not wild. It's what we've been doing. And Buddha would say it's actually because we put our own needs in front of others. We are the central figure for ourselves in the universe. We're the only most important one. And in reality, it almost makes us like we're in solitary confinement. We're the only one that matters. We're in there on death row, right? Because we are alone in this. So Buddha says, if you turn that around and you put others, you live in service of others, say you want to become a bodhisattva so that you can help others along the spiritual path and in myriad other ways. And you pursue that relentlessly because you want to help them, help living beings. When we turn that mind around, happiness just naturally comes. We naturally get happier and happier and happier. Even our wishes get fulfilled because we're creating only good karma and not bad karma.